Hey everyone, this is Andy again here on the farm. So, have you been thinking about buying you some hogs, raising some hogs, growing them out for your family? Well, that's what we do. We grow hogs, and excuse me there. I've had hogs up here at my place now for about 5 years, and this is their hog lot. This is the lot that we keep them in. Now we don't have any right now. We've already slaughtered our hogs for the year, and you know it's kind of the off season, I guess you would say. I'm down here planning on what's going to happen with my hog lot in the future because I've got a lot of work that's got to be done. But we'll get to that in just a second. But here's our hog feeder. Opens up. I've still got to clean out the old hog feed. Got your lids that fold up right there. Now, I will say, if any of you guys are local to North Carolina and you need a hog feeder like this, or maybe even Southern Virginia, if you need a hog feeder like this, give me a shout. My dad builds these things. Now, this is some pretty heavy gauge metal here. You know, this ain't your cheap Tractor Supply hog feeder. This has been in here for 5 years, and you can still see I haven't done anything to it. It's still in good shape. But if any of you guys are used to hogs, you know what a hog can do to one of those cheaper thin gauge feeders. They'll destroy it within a year's time. But I got some problems here. Hogs will destroy a piece of ground over time. Check this out. Look at that bank. All of that used to be level when I built this hog lot new. All of that. And they've even kicked the board off, which I got to fix that. That just happened right before we slaughtered everything. But look at this. Look at this, guys. Look how they've dug out over here on the side of the building. This is just a flat mess. And that's the reality of having hogs. That's what they do. They're not some graceful animal that takes care of the land, by no means. But here's what I wanted to say to you. If you've got a hog lot like this, or you're planning on having hogs, you need to think about where you put this thing, because this from your house is going to be an eyesore. Now, when I get done with this bulldozing work, you will be able to see this hog lot from my house. This little patch of woods right here is going to be gone. However, I don't mind it. To me, this is life. I look down here and see my hogs. I'm happy. I don't care if the hog lot's ugly. I love my hogs. I mean, I'm 33 years old and I've had hogs all my life. And when I look out and see a hog lot full of fat hogs, that means I'm going to have plenty to eat. But anyways, this is just something to think about. I see a lot of these here YouTubers, these homesteading YouTubers and stuff, and they move their hogs around pasture to pasture to pasture with a mobile style fence, and that's a great idea if you've got time to work with it. And that's the key, if you've got time to work with it. Folks, me and my wife work jobs, and especially during the spring and summer, I mean, I'm busy, she's busy, we get home, sometimes it's dark when we get home, and it's all we can do just to get around and get our animals fed. We don't have time to run hogs from one pasture to the other every week. It's just not a reality for us. But what is reality for us is this is real. This is it right here. And unless you've got time to do stuff like that, this is what you're going to have. Now, take for granted, I am on a slope. This slopes downhill pretty good. So a hog is like a natural leveling machine. They took everything that was up high and pushed it down. So now my hog lot sits sort of level. However, I've got a 3-foot bank on the top side and about a 2-foot bank down here where they've built the soil up. And my plan is to take all of this fencing down if it ever dries up. As you can see, it's raining again today. I don't think it's ever going to dry up. But all of this fencing on the bottom side down here, I'm going to take down and try to push this dirt back up the hill. That's what we do up in my dad's hog lot every year or two. His hog lot's a little easier to get into, and his hog lot's not quite on the hillside that mine is. However, this is all I've got to work with. I own a hill and a holler. That's it. Not much I can do about that. So it's either move the hog lot to a different location, which I really don't have a better location for it. This place works. So I'm just going to have to make do with what I got. And I'm going to build all of this back up. I'm going to try to push all of this back in here up the hill. It's going to take some work and take some time, but I've got a little bit of time. It's January right now. Well, halfway through January, and we usually don't get our small pigs till towards the end of February, maybe halfway through March. But yeah, this is just something I wanted to mention. If you're thinking about getting pigs on your homestead or on your farm or anywhere, and you want to raise them out to make hogs, this is what could possibly happen. This happens. Don't get upset. Yeah, it destroys the land, but the land can be fixed. And plus, it's a small patch of land. It's not like I destroyed my whole farm with my hogs. I destroyed maybe I don't know. It's a really small patch. So that's just something to think about. A little food for thought here. There's some sacrifices you got to make to having animals on your place and raising your own food on your place. Now, I love it. I'm not complaining about this one bit. I just wanted to show you what a hog can do. A hog can make a mess. But that brings me to my next point. Here, like I said, in a couple of months, we'll be getting our new pigs. And all throughout the year, I'm going to show you the process we do to grow our pigs out. And to make them, they go from like 40 to 60 pound pigs to almost 500 pound hogs within a matter of, well, from March to November. So, you know, and we don't feed them, like, we don't boost their feed up with special antibiotics. We don't do any of that. We feed them naturally grown corn that is grown right here local. We used to grow it ourselves, but we had such a deer problem, we quit. We just couldn't make it worthwhile. So we buy our corn from a local farmer. We grind it here on the farm. We've got a feed grinder and a hammer mill, and we mix it all and we grind it all. And the only thing we add to it is soybean meal and a couple of minerals and trace minerals and stuff that the hogs need. And that's basically it. And our hogs do great. Like I said, they grow from like 40 pounds to roughly 500 pounds in a matter of just a few months. Now this is our feed. And as you can see, it's basically just ground corn. That's the majority of it, is ground shell corn. I do feed my hogs slop when I have slop. All of our table scraps, anything out of the garden that's done, I'll cut it and bring it down here and feed it to the pigs. They love that kind of stuff. But anyways, this is the basics of it. This is the real life. This is probably something you're not going to see on anybody else's YouTube channel. You know, these hogs aren't our pets. Yeah, we come down here and enjoy feeding them. Our kids enjoy feeding them, but our kids know too. These aren't pets. These are food. It's just like us growing our garden. We grow it to eat it. And to some of you people, that may sound kind of mean, and you may not understand how we can do it, but it's what we do. It's what I've done all of my life. It's what my family's done. I've had hogs now for 5 years. My daddy has had hogs all of his life. My daddy's daddy had hogs all of his life, and so on and so on. We live right here in the foothills of North Carolina, in the heart of Appalachia. And this is a tradition that's gone on for years. And so I'm just going to kind of bring you along and show you how it's done and show you what we do. And show you, maybe even show you some tips and stuff along the way so you can grow your own hogs on your own place. It takes a lot of time, but then again, it's worth it. And you don't mind spending the time on it if you enjoy it. And I enjoy it. So, anyways, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video. And if you want to see more of this stuff, make sure you hit that little notification bell. That'll let you know every time I post a new video. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you on the next one.